My name is Outside2522, and today we're going to discuss something completely different. We're not even going to bridge into Eidolon. Let's talk about it. Okay, so the majority of my channel know me as an Eidolon content creator. However, we're kind of in a place where I've lost motivation, and the main reason is that I'm waiting on this big hole update that Lava's been promising for a while now. It looks promising. It did look a bit like spelunking, but he's claiming that there's no parts of idle skilling in there, so it can't be spelunking. So I guess we'll see what comes out of his head. The testing is currently going through. There is a beta up on SteamDB. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But while we've been waiting, I've been looking for other things to play. And I came across a game in early development called Chronomon. It's looking to be released in fall, sometime early next year. And I just wanted to talk about it and see the reaction, because if you like the look of the game, there's some good feedback, then maybe I'll start covering it, because I'm enjoying the experience so far. Okay, so what is Chronomon? Chronomon is a creature capture game, so similar to Pokemon. However, it's also mixed with a farming sim, similar to Animal Crossing. So you kind of have a flavour of the two games in one, and they play off each other. So in terms of it, you can level your skills that are things like farming, fishing, wood cutting, and each level unlocks new bonuses. And you can also sell your produce that you receive from farming and fishing and all of that sort of stuff. You put it into a basket overnight. A guy comes along, buys it all, and gives you coins, which you can then use to buy items. So, whereas Pokemon, which is probably the thing people are most likely going to compare this to, you get a lot of your currency from battling players and picking up random items and selling them to shops. With here, it's more sort of you producing stuff, at least in the demo. The mainline game might be different, as I say, it is still in development. But that's kind of the loop, is that you're gonna farm, you're gonna set up your farm, you're gonna sell your produce that you create. To create produce, you have to till the land, so you have to basically create plots, similar to how you would in like Minecraft. You then sow the seeds, and then every day until the crop is grown, you have to make sure to water it. Now, another thing that they introduce is an energy meter, and with that it means that you can't just farm 24/7, you will eventually fall asleep. So you kind of need to plan what you're going to do each day, because you're limited in the number of actions. So maybe you'll go and hunt some monsters, maybe you'll be looking to produce money, that kind of thing. So there is an element of strategy to it. Now, I'm still relatively early. I've spent maybe an hour playing the game. However, I love anything where you can collect things. So for me, anything that's got a collection is a big win. You can evolve the Chronomon. I haven't managed to do it yet. The one thing that I will say that I would like to potentially see a change on is the pacing. So I managed to get to the part where I need to go into a sewer fairly quickly. It was really only a couple of screens. Monsters up until that point were like level 2, 3, 5. I then went into the sewers, and monsters immediately jumped to level 12, 13, 14. Which meant that my party was chronically underpowered. Now, a way that I'm going to look to combat that is that I'm going to potentially try and farm some mobs at night time outside. But again, I've had a mob outside that was level 23, and there was nothing I could do to hit it. So the leveling system maybe needs a bit of work. The one good thing is that the dev is fantastic at responding. So on his Discord, if you do have suggestions that like that, where like one for example I had was in order to open doors you have to walk up to them and press an action button. I was like, it's a bit counterintuitive, because normally you would just walk up to a door and walk into it on like a mobile game or like a Game Boy game, which is the style it's in. And he was like, yeah, cool, we can look to implement that. So really good response from the dev, and that's something that is building up a lot of hope in the game, is that because he's so receptive to feedback, actually it could be quite a nice community driven project, as long as people join and get involved and help in the areas that they like. So I think that's kind of where I'm at with Chronomon. I can't wait to see what else the game has to offer. You know, there are some things in the works that look amazing. I might at some point see if I can get hold of a beta version, like with a further build, even if it is buggy, just to see what's coming in the future and give you guys an idea. Obviously, if you do like this video, feel free to like, share and subscribe. Feel free to join their Discord. As I say, fantastic dev, and the game I think is worth a look at least, and we'll just see where it goes. Obviously, as always, thank you very much for watching. You've been amazing. Take care.